Before you all spend $600 on a 30th anniversary UPC, I think you all need to see this. So let's go back all the way to celebrations and see what the data is actually telling us. Because around 58% of the entire set's value is worth under $8 AUD raw. And almost half of the set's total value just comes from a handful of cards. Now here's the most important part. The biggest cards from celebrations weren't the promos. You actually had to pull them. Example, Shining Magikarp, one of the hardest cards to pull and probably the best card out of the set, is still going for around $60 AUD raw. The Gold Star Umbreon, another banger, is still sitting at $150 raw. Now let's look at Pokemon 151, arguably the best modern Pokemon set we've ever had. It brought thousands of returning collectors and brought thousands of new collectors just because of the 151. And even then, the Mew EX promo, $150 raw. The Mewtwo promo, $90. Now compare that to the 30th anniversary. The two cards everybody wants, the Espeon and the Umbreon, are guaranteed promos. And if Pokemon prints hundreds of thousands of these boxes, which they most likely will, even if it's just the first wave, that means there's going to be hundreds of thousands of copies of these cards entering the market. So if one of the hardest cards to pull from celebrations is still sitting at $150 AUD raw, why is everybody assuming that these guaranteed promos are going to be worth hundreds of dollars straight off the bat? Could the sealed UPC be a great long-term investment? Absolutely. But if you're buying it purely because you're expecting large value from these promos, the data from the biggest modern Pokemon sets tell a different story. Don't fall into the FOMO trap and spend $600 plus on a UPC just because everybody else is. If history repeats itself, waiting for the hype to die down and buying the singles is generally the smarter play. Because based on the data, sealed product has historically outperformed the value of the raw cards, not the other way around. Buy the UPC because you genuinely want it, not because you think it's going to be the best next investment. Because I know what I'll be doing.